There is so much to talk to you about, but the thing I want to ask you about most of all, because I read this and I want to know if it's true, do you have a Star Wars Christmas tree?
Yes, we bought a black Christmas tree and decorated it. My little boy's 6. He's very excited about Star Wars. So decorated it like as Darth Vader. It's got a Darth Vader helmet on top and a lightsaber and loads of little Star Wars.
Of course you've got that. Well, listen, we've got a little present for you. Happy Christmas.
God,
open it up and it might be a little... I think your son will like it anyway.
Oh!
There you go.
Lovely.
It's
That's
for your tree.
Yeah. I'm just sorry we didn't have this tree in the studio yesterday. All those options that we had.
Darth Vader Christmas tree, that is pretty
I'll
cool.
tweet a picture of it to you later.
Oh, yeah, do.
Yeah, with
that would be great. But, of course, you're not here to talk about Christmas trees. You're here to talk about this stage show, which you have done before, haven't you? And I know you're taking it on tour next year. Yeah,
well, these are charity shows that we do every year at Hammersmith Apollo, and they're on Thursday and Friday this year, the 10th and 11th of December.
Right.
And so they raise money for science students, Médecins Sans Frontières. But the twist is that it's sort of scientists, music, comedians all getting together to talk about the universe and wonderful, rational things. And we never say who's on. So the audience sit there every year and they don't know what's going to happen.
They can be entertained by the unexpected. And you've had some brilliant guests. I mean, The Cure played one year and all sorts of people come in. Hugh Grant you had in.
He read out the proceedings of a House of Commons Select Committee on homeopathy and made it funny.
The whole thing is to engage pupils, isn't it? To engage people and have this enthusiasm, this contagiousness about what could be a deathly dull subject.
Well, the thing is, I always think that people... We talk about astronomy. So for example, in December, Venus is very bright in the early morning sky. I think it's going to be very close to the moon on December 7th. So if you were to look just before dawn, if you get up, you'll see the moon and this bright light.
Yes, I'm
Venus.
up then, yes.
And is that...
I'll be there, I'll see that.
I think it's that just encouraging people to look up and see more than just lights in the sky.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about Venus, if you've got, you know, like my little boy's 6, and you say, well, that's just not a bright light. It's the hottest place in the solar system other than the sun. It's got this dense atmosphere, sulfuric acid rain. We think it might have active volcanoes now on the surface, we think. So there's wonderful... It's knowing things and noticing things about nature, I think.
Does it always surprise you about how many people are fascinated with science that you wouldn't necessarily think? Because people must just come up to you and go, are we alone on this planet? Are there other people in the solar system? You must just get people asking you these things all the time.
They do, and it's wonderful, actually. If I wander around, I get asked questions about black holes and very complicated technical questions. I don't want to name drop, but I will.
Oh,
anyway,
no,
I was at a show.
Please.
I was at a show. It was Jeff Lynne, actually, one of his shows at Hyde Park, and I walked out of a little door and I bumped into Paul McCartney. And Paul McCartney said to me, he just went, "Oh, Brian, I told you the solar system, and I got a question about Mars." And then he went, "Oh, sorry." I said, "Why?" And he said, "Oh, I'm so rude, I've never met you. You might... I should introduce myself. I'm Paul. I've seen you on telly." And I said, "Well, I've seen you on telly as well." You know, it's just...
It's a small world.